Who are we here with? What's the occasion? I appreciate this orange. Isn't that the brand color?
It's 100% silk. Let's start there. My name is Diamond. I am the CEO and founder of Pothos Beauty. I was also one of the featured artists for this event. This lovely one here is my work. And we are at Mika's in Bushwick and just chatting about the lovely historical night we had to launch Pothos Beauty. We're just here, just soaking in on Earth in the United States, in New York City, in Bushwick, on Thames Street.
So, Diamond, tell us a little bit about Pothos. What's Pothos about? What's the mission? What is Pothos? Let's start there. How'd you come up with that name? What is Pothos Beauty?
Pothos Beauty is an inclusive beauty retailer, but let's go back to what Pothos is. So Pothos is actually a plant. It's like every Caribbean, Jamaican parent has like that veiny plant in the house. My grandma calls it a creeper. So growing up most of my life, I thought it was called creeper, and I never understood why the damn plant was called creeper. But it's my favorite plant because it reminds me of the ancestors in my family, like my grandmother, my great aunt, like my great grandmother. They all had Pothos plants in the house, and it's like my favorite plant. It's like one plant has many different series and family members, but each and every leaf is different, but the same at the same time. So when I was coming up with this idea, I was definitely stoned, and I looked up on the ceiling and I had my Pothos plant like blending. And I was like, Pothos Beauty. Wait a minute, that's representative of the inclusive spaces that we're building and how people are of the same race, but yet we're all so different, but all the same at the same time. So it's just fitting, and like, they're very resilient plants as well. They can like take a beating and like survive. Like humans are like wild as shit. And like, we can take a beating. So yeah, it's like how we came with the name.
So the idea of the plant, the roots, the separation, the branching out, like all of that is kind of interweaved into Pothos,
yeah.
into the actual business.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us about the marketplace, the idea, the technology.
Yeah. It's kind of wild, It's like, how do you explain it? It has so many arms, like an octopus, but at the same time, it's like rooted into something in the center. So to start, we are an inclusive beauty and wellness marketplace that's really focused on changing the narrative of what beauty really means to you. So we sell beauty products, right? We sell skincare products, but for us, beauty is about being human, beauty is about art, beauty is about music, and one of the reasons when we launched this event, we showcase art and music is because that is a part of that. The marketplace is really curated, so it's actually a representation or a canvas of like how I see myself out loud, and like it gives me the ability to like do whatever the fuck I want, and it's like really exciting. So we handpick brands and products where we look into the diversity and inclusion metrics. We look at like who the founders are, what ingredients are they doing, like things that are good. Because I truly believe that if one person can mobilize billions of people to do bad, one person can mobilize billions of people to do good. And I believe that we are those 1%ers that can move people to do good. So we market with these brands, we hype them up, we dig into their process, we co-create. We're dealing with technology, so we're a tech-enabled platform, working with platforms to allow us to be able to stream to the masses, allow us to really be able to document how do we use technical platforms while looking at the basis of beauty and human nature and allowing us to co-create a world together. So a lot of our partners are actually in beta, and we share our data because data is really important, but more importantly, if we're going to change the world, we got to do it together, right? But yeah, art and music is a major component. I mean, I'm an artist, I'm a music head, there's no way I can leave it. And I just really want to weave that into what does beauty mean to us, because everyone has their own definition of what that means. And Pothos Beauty allows me to do that. One day I'll have a music festival of like 100,000 people, that's the goal. So that's where we're at, connecting, collaborating, and just moving where the energy lets us move, honestly.